The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 214, Nasdaq up 76, S&P's up 15. Gold contract up $4, trading at a price point of $12.12 an ounce. We have silver up 5 cents, $14.33. Light sweet crude up 17 cents, $71.29 a barrel. Notes and bonds are flat, 118.18 on the 10. 141.02 on the 30. We had both of them break their August low. They're going after their May low. Bottom line is that it looks like the 10-year is going after the high yield of the year, which is 3.11. Right now you're out there at 3.08. King dollar. Now, King dollar is going to get interesting here. King dollar is moving lower today with conviction. We got, it's been teetering. The Bulls and Bears have been fighting over this 94 mark. Bears got it out here this morning, down 614 ticks, and you have volume behind the move, 93.505. So I expect we're going to go after this 92.505, and that's where they had the monster strength on the 14th of June. The euro's trading 117.63 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 112.15 to 1 U.S. dollar.
We got the Dow at all-time highs, right?
You know, we were talking.
I was so excited I forgot to put my microphone on this morning, but I got it on now.
I love it. We were talking to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, yesterday, saying, hey, this thing looks like it's going to go.
Right.
And guess what?
Another day, another 200 points positive in the Dow.
24 hours later. Let's
right.
go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Great program, fast market. Kevin Hinks, Tom White, TD Ameritrade and the team. They got a great program they put together. They got a great network they put together. Bottom line, if you want to understand options, option strategies, futures, future strategies, check it out every trading day. Kevin Hinks, all it took is 24 hours, man.
I mean, this is looking like a melt up here.
Yeah,
in some of these numbers. I mean, this is a trading day that, you know, and Tom, we talked about this earlier in the week and the end of last week. There's no real data this week.
Right.
So if it gets going in one direction, it could go for a while. Right, and now we're Thursday of this week, and it's had a pretty good week here, and there's not a lot to get in the way. You know, the tariff talk and trade talk is kind of not. You know, there's no headlines yet to be made on that. So it looks like this market is enjoying its path right now, and and I guess what's helping it today, Tom. You know, this dollar. This is a big move in the U.S. dollar, as you were just talking about.
It is, and
there's a lot of tailwinds here.
There was, and I got a feeling that there will be. You know, it's wild, Kevin. I was thinking that, okay, so we were talking yesterday, the Dow wants to hit the high. Then we know that the market has been shaking everything off. It doesn't matter. I mean, the bottom line is that it shakes everything off. And then I start thinking, I says, you know, it's going to be really interesting. You get the TAFs going and all this, and then it's like, okay, so this thing hopefully will, you know, calm down in another 3 or 4 months. And then I start thinking, well, if it calms down, that's going to be another catalyst for the market.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
okay.
And it's like calm down in not 2 months. That's election day, man. We got at least 6 weeks, 7 where things might get, at least rhetoric-wise,
right.
You know, some ramp up.
Yeah.
But the market doesn't seem to be paying attention to that rhetoric at all. I agree.
You know, it's interesting. I always felt, anyway, that what's so cool about the USA anyway, it's all about the people, and it's about, we just go through these cycles, man, and
Right.
You know, once business can get going, it gets going. Now, at some point, it's going to slow down. There's no doubt. There'll be a jolt. But the bottom line is that it seems that the cash has really just got freed up 7 or 8 months ago. And
Sure.
where I'm going with that is just the retailers that you can see that people are
Definitely.
releasing
We're
their
coming
cash.
into holiday season, too.
Right.
Thanksgiving,
Right.
Black Friday,
Put more money in the U.S. consumer's pocket, take some of the regulations off of business, and unleash the U.S. economy. And that's, I think, what you're seeing here.
Yeah, no, I listen, you know, we know that, you know, everywhere you're going right now, it seems like there's help wanted ads.
Yes.
So even for younger people, that's a big deal, man.
Definitely.
I mean,
Jobless claims, Tom and Tommy, jobless claims this morning at a lowest since 1969.
Yeah.
1969.
Since 1969. After a low number, Philly Fed a month ago, a snapback number in Philly Fed, 22.9 is a big beat from the Philly Fed. So that area, a snapback number there. So all the forward-looking data, guys, is continues to show up. Now we're starting to look for, this quarter's earnings. They're looking at 19.9% of some of the estimates. Now, it got a little higher at the end of the summer, but now it's settling in at about 19.9. If it beats that, we're talking about another quarter of 20% plus earnings growth. How can this market not pay attention to that?
Yeah.
Man, I'd love to be growing at 20%.
For earnings.
Yeah.
Totally.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
I guess the thing we all got to start watching now is this is the 10-year, right? I mean, because,
Yep.
it's really going to get serious business, if that baby, if it launches 3.11, it's like, okay, now are we at 3.5? It's like, okay, now,
Sure.
Now we're starting to talk some money here.
Sure.
Right. Remember, guys, next week we have a Fed meeting, right? And the Fed's going to raise rates. And be careful of the knee-jerk trade in bonds that, for you, tell me why. A head-scratcher trade. They seem to always rally coming off a Fed rate hike.
I know.
It's amazing to me, and it's hard to really put a definition on, but be careful of bonds after the Fed raises rates. Sometimes they snap back higher, which will lower yields again.
Buy the rumor, sell the news, right?
It's so
all
true.
in there, and you got it.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, and of course, we've been in this low-rate environment for so long. It's like, okay, I don't see rates going through the moon, but it's, when you start getting at this higher end, it's like, okay, what are you going to do? We can see the banks loved it. The banks broke out yesterday. I mean, that was a big move by the banks.
Finally, right, Tom?
Yes. Yeah. No, that was a long consolidation, man. I got the XLF up right now. I mean, that was trying to basically get over this 28.45 for a long period of time. So.
Yeah, and I was just going to say.
My only concern, Tom and Tommy, about some of these bank stocks is that, I've heard some whispers that trading revenues aren't going to be where they want them to be.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that may be why, these stocks haven't broken out yet. So that's what I'm going to be interested in. And that's only a couple weeks away now.
Right.
We're going to get, those earnings reports from those banks, and I'm really interested in what the trading revenues are going to show up as.
Yeah, no, because for the last quarter, really, we've been chopping around. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, it looks like, if this breakout stays above these numbers today, then, okay, if you get a breakout, we know how this goes. People following the trend, you're going to get a lot of trading, okay? But in a choppy market, that's, it's not a great trading market when that range was so tight. Well, and particularly in the summer, too.
But let's face it, the one point that you can make for lower bond prices and higher yields is banks, right?
Right.
I mean, that they do that environment does favor banks.
No doubt. Listen, folks, right here, 45 minutes, outstanding program. You want to understand the option market, strategies inside the option market, join Kevin Tom. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Have a great weekend. We look forward to speaking to you next Tuesday.
Sounds good, guys.
Thanks,
have a great
Kevin.
one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
What are we looking at here? What do we got up on the chart? Is this the newest cryptocurrency, the way this volatility's trading?
Reefer madness.
Oh, man. Yesterday, for sure. I'm just going to back this up one more time to put...
We're talking Tilray, folks.
Yeah, we were drilling it down to a minute chart, but I was down here, what time? Around 3 o'clock, yeah. And I appeared in the studio, and you were telling me Tilray just spiked to $300. Then, what'd you say, it was halted, or they were stopping it, just to calm things down a bit, to get the euphoria. And closed at about 215-ish. By 4:08, it was trading at 174. By 4:19, it was back up to 215. Just remarkable run.
Right. And the biggest drop, well, it's from 3 o'clock. Okay, it goes from 300. It goes down to 151, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty remarkable. 300, literally to the dot.
I know.
Now
that's our man Basil Chapman. We're gonna get him on. It was an even number, and as well, it was a. I was watching him in the den. It was a leg E.
Okay. Because these show pennies when it's at highs, like it's in 300.00, literally to the dot. Pretty remarkable.
What are the odds of that?
Right. I agree. Anyway, quite the run, to put it lightly.
Yeah, and it's hard to Bloomberg had an article that fortunes made and lost.
Well,
I suspect that more was actually lost because I just have it went.
Peter Thiel took all the profits, so.
Yeah, sure. just because it went down so quick.
No, I agree. But somebody made all that money first for it to be lost, so.
Yeah, they might have if they took it off the table.
Well, yeah, I'm just
right.
Yeah, but if they took it off the table and it's made versus there was more money made than lost, but the losses probably hurt more than the profits because
that's right. Because at the end of the day, it was higher.
Right. That's it. There's dramatic losses though. Almost unforeseen in something like that. But guess what? They should have been ready for it. And hindsight's easy. But we were talking about it. It's just something that it's all based on future expectations, based on the story. It's not based on earnings. So. And
what you want to trade, folks, is you want to trade MJ. That's the thing to trade, because watch this. I brought this up yesterday, and this is pretty cool. So it's because what you had yesterday also is that it was only Tilray that was up so dramatically. The rest of these marijuana stocks weren't.
Yeah.
And Tilray is a 9.2%, weighting structure of MJ.
Yes.
So you're going to see that when Tilray went down, okay, this went from $45.39. Remember, we were talking about this yesterday.
Sure.
This was an ABC structure on the way up to 46.
Okay.
And it gets to 45.39. And then when Tilray went down, this went from 45.39 down to $39.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty cool. We'll go
as you go through it, I was going to say you had an equity that represents 10% of the fund getting cut in half.
Right.
So that's going to impact it.
Exactly. And there's green.
What are we looking at there?
The green line is Tilray.
Okay, sure. And the bottom is the MJ.
Yeah. Now watch this. If we do this again, and the cool thing about this, you can see that the differential just visually. I'll put another one. I'll put up.
Canopy.
Yeah, so you can see that the difference. It went down, but nothing like this.
Right.
So the purple one now.
Yes, is Canopy.
Is Canopy, and the green one is Tilray.
Yes.
And it's just important to understand. So it's pretty cool that you don't have to be in Tilray to get a good trading stock.
Sure.
And I suspect, we're not going to be the only ones that start jumping on that MJ, because that's going to turn into a real trading stock.
Sure.
Dow Industrials, basically the Bulls and Bears are going to be fighting about this 26,616.
Yeah, we're like right at that level almost.
Yeah, we're right there.
To the penny.
Right to the penny. Natural gas.
That's right.
Thursday.
It's Thursday. We get our natural gas numbers every Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to jump over here to the Nadex platform. We'll pull this up. We're going to go into commodities. We're going to go into natural gas. Let's start things off with the 11 a.m.s. So right now, we have natural gas trading basically at 290, almost inching up to about 291. A little bit of volatility already this morning, spiking to almost 293. So what we're going to look at is potential volatility trade. We got about 7 minutes until we get the EIA inventory numbers. And what's nice is, originally, jumping in, the 11 a.m.s have a 290 price point. Okay. So we're going to be able to gain exposure to the upside and the downside.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Within a penny of where we're trading at, basically about a half a penny right now. The bullish spread, it's going to have half a penny of intrinsic value, because the contract, we're looking at the September contract, trading at 290, 2905. So that contract costing us $13. The negative contract costing us $8. The difference between those two being the 5 pennies of intrinsic value.
Yeah.
Excuse me, half a penny, basically $5 of intrinsic value on the bullish side. So yeah, $23, 2.3 pennies, right? Call it 2.5 pennies you need with commissions.
Yes.
And that's away from 290. So that becomes 292.5 or 287.5 becomes your break even up or down till 11. So that's your 11 o'clock, as in you'd have about a half hour, you'd have a half hour after the news breaks. Now what's nice is the 12 o'clocks line up same exact price points. So what we're going to be able to do is literally figure out how much they're charging us for that extra hour, because no other variables change, which is always nice, right? You can exactly quantify it. And it looks like it's going to be about $2 on each side. So instead of 13 and 7 or 13 and 8, we're looking at 15 and 9, so you're looking at $24 to $25. Yeah, not much money as opposed to
No, that's 2.5 pennies.
Yeah,
with commissions 2.7 or something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, right.
And you have till noon, which is not bad if you expect action throughout the day following that number. And again, this is all about what your market bias is, right? Are you expecting a move for right after the number, and that's it? Are you expecting maybe the market has to find that equilibrium, and maybe, as we see sometimes, especially in oil, where the market really doesn't get going until 10:30, 11, 12,
exactly.
And then let's just see how the dailies line up before we jump around. So here's where
I get 270s too.
Yeah, and I'm just going to jump here real quick. Okay, so this is perfect. So we'll go one by one, because we got 2 minutes until we go to break, and we got 5 minutes till the news. So these are now till 2:30. The only other difference here is that the 11 and the noons go from 290 to 310. They're 20 cents.
Yeah.
These are now 40 cents. The realistic nature to get a 40-cent move within 1 day in natural gas is almost impossible to put things, and you very rarely say that, but it really is. So the point being is that you are again really just paying for the time here.
Right.
All right. So here, let's line these up as we had them last time. Here's your bullish spread. And again, we got almost a half penny of intrinsic value. Now it's costing us 17 as opposed to 15.
Yep.
And the bearish one costs us 13, so you're looking at $30, 3 pennies. You got till 2:30. And if you ever got something crazy happening, you do have exposure more than 20 cents.
Right. I like the noons.
Yeah, noons aren't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're really looking, if you're making this trade, for volatility coming off the EIA number.
Right.
So do you think that volatility is really going to be playing out between 2 and 230?
Right.
Maybe you do, and you want to pay for that, right?
Right.
But realistically, most of the time, the market might take a half hour, might take an hour.
Right.
It kind of figures out. There's a lot in those EIA numbers in terms of demand across the board.
And half a penny less is pretty cool.
It is.
You know,
it is.
In the gas market, that sounds like a little, folks, but that's that's a lot.
It is. So
and let me just pull up the. So let me just see this contract for a second. So.
Number 19. There we go.
Okay. So this is cool. So we've had a spread today of almost 3 cents.
Okay.
You know?
And just to highlight, I think that's the October. I think they're right next to each other. I believe we're looking at September in the Nadex platform, but they're trading basically at the same price point right now.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with those gas numbers. Dow right now trading up 193, Nasdaq's up 73, S&P's up 5.5. Come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has just launched a Tiger Dollar sale for one weekend only. Through Tuesday, September 18th, you can get up to a 50% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars never expire and can be used for any TFNN newsletter or service. TFNN has a new website launching in the coming weeks, and to celebrate, we're having a Tiger Dollar sale. For all the details and to get up to a 50% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase today, visit the front page of TFNN.com before this sale ends Tuesday.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So natural gas, you get a build of 86 BCF.
Looks like the market was looking at between about 81 to 83, depending on median analyst estimate, versus there's a Bloomberg survey we have access to as well. And to see how the market is reacting to that number, kind of shakes it off pretty quickly. We saw a spike down pretty quickly over the break in the 3 minutes coming into 10:30. The market actually moved right back to about 290 as that news broke, and we saw a spike down to about a penny, 288.85, and market sitting right at about 290. Now, if you were making these volatility trades, 290 is kind of your max pain, max loss, because you have exposure to the upside and downside from that price point. The last thing you would want is the contract expiring at that price point.
293 to 287.
Exactly.
Basically.
That's basically starts, whether it was the first one, we're looking at 2.3 pennies, 2.5, 2.8, depending on what kind of time exposure you wanted there. But as we've stated, the 11s, you have a full 29 minutes left, and the noons, you'd have almost 89 minutes left. So we'll check back in and see where that market goes.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, Jim, what's going on, brother?
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Morning, Jim.
Doing good. How you doing? Good?
Good. I haven't called in a little while, but I've been watching you guys every day.
Thank you. We've been missing you.
I appreciate it, man. You staying cool in all this heat, or what's going on, man?
We got some heat, don't we? Oh, my God.
I saw the heat index today. I believe it's going to be 93, but as most people know, humidity in Florida, the feels like temperature 105.
Really?
105 in Tampa.
Yeah, September's evidently our hottest month.
Evidently, it is this month.
Jim, you know what I always thought? I always thought that I just got sick of the weather because it's been so hot. And I thought, but as I kept track of it this year, I mean, the last week has been really hot.
And I think it's not always like this. Hopefully this isn't the trend with climate change where it's the norm now, because it really is. I mean, hockey, I just went to the first preseason game 2 nights ago.
Did they win?
They got their butts kicked by Carolina. But it's preseason. Okay. It's a practice game. The funny thing is that it seemed like it was a little bit sloppy where, they're kind of just, there's no...
Just getting going.
But it was amusing because I'm sitting there at a hockey game and it was like 100 degrees out during the day, right? Hey,
that's fun.
It was a nice, cool environment.
What are we going to look at today, Jim?
Well, I want to look at Intel, but let me make a comment on the heat. I sweat easier than I shiver, and I got tired of the mountain Tennessee cold weather. And in the summertime, and where our kids are in Georgia and North Carolina and East Tennessee, I've seen real 105-degree temperatures.
Wow.
So it can get hot there, too.
No, you make a great point. We're down here for probably the same reason you're talking about.
Totally.
And I joke that this is our winter, and, it's easier than real winters.
Listen,
it is.
And we know that we only have like 3 weeks, and there's going to be a break that comes in, and then we're all set till Memorial Day. So it's
a good point.
You know what's amazing is that we actually, to me, it feels like it's beautiful till Memorial Day, and like when you're in May, it's like, wow, this is interesting. That you really can still.
And it is, because you get the water gets so hot down here that at least in the beginning of the summer you do have some coolness coming off versus the end of the summer. Everything is so hot. The water. Unfortunately, we're dealing with the red tide down here. That's a factor. Just heat across the board. You got so much growing in terms of algae problems. So that's. I mean, the water down here. What's it? Probably 85, 88 degrees when you're talking about the sea. Yeah. Okay, Intel.
So let's take a look at Intel. The low for the year is 36. The high is 57. Next time they're coming out with the numbers is going to be October 25th. So do you own this, Jim? Or are you looking to buy it?
I own it already, and I know they're looking for a new CEO or something like that, and I felt like it might be like Microsoft, when they got their new CEO, they got somebody in there with a vision and and so and besides, it's at a relatively low price, and I've been holding on to it just for a week or two. I bought it at about 45.5.
So I got a weekly chart up here. I mean, and so it just came. So we came down from 57 when it did come down last week to 44. What that was doing. So picture this. You tested the good old infamous February swing lows, okay? I don't know if we hit them exactly, but it got down there on a weekly and rejected it. So we got the 4406, we did 125 million shares. 42 was the low versus 235, but you can see there's no more sellers down here. And there's quite a bit of support there. So it looks to me like you're going to get a run to at least 48.50. Where I'm going with that, Jim, is that it already got into, the 40. Oh, no, it didn't get. Okay, so 47.48 is the first one. It's got to get inside this 47.48. That's what it looks like it wants to do. I think you get a run up to at least 48.50 or something. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
You got, yeah, so it's going into 47.48. Yeah, that's where the sellers are right there. So that's the number to keep your eye on. You know, about basically 44 cents higher than we are right now. You know, there's going to be some flack there. You can see that's where it gapped down. That's where you had a big day on April 2nd also. We went from 52 to 47. That's where, you know, that's bottom line. That's where the sellers are lying. And have. That's the supply line, basically, you know. So I just, you know, see how that shakes out. It's going to be interesting today. What I would also watch today, Jim, is this. If this Dow doesn't hold, then you got to be careful. You know, the Dow has taken a long period of time to get up and test its high. Now, it tested the high and will pull back off of that high. If the Dow doesn't hold, then, you know, get the stop closer, because the NDX 100 in the NASDAQ is definitely weaker than the market, you know, and we still have, you know, NVIDIA was down $5 this morning, I think. So you got to watch out for that a bit, because the chips like leading the market down and up, and particularly inside the NDX 100.
And I just wanted to bring up, just so you're aware, because I had remembered stories of this, and I just Googled it, you know, Intel chips, Apple, and they're in a tough industry that might be ripe for some competition from some of these players that are people actually buying their chips. In terms of, you know, in April, that was the big headline. It's amazing, time flies. But just in terms of Apple, you know, stop using their chips, and just the billions of dollars that they're giving them, and you start get some of these players in the industry that say, you know what? We can invest billions. We have billions, and to try and catch up, just to keep it on the radar. Because anytime I see that, and you see the turnaround from Intel on that chart, you say, man, what if this is a revolutionary change there? As things kind of, because I always wonder. You see Apple where they're buying some of their pieces from Samsung, right? And you know that they're doing their best to get ahead of that. Yeah. Similar story in terms of why can't Apple, a $1 trillion company, be producing their own chips as opposed to relying on when they have so much money available in cash. The supply cut out the middleman, right? Just something to keep on the radar if you're in that for a longer than a short-term trade.
Yeah, okay. I really appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great day.
You also.
Always good to hear from you, Jim.
We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Have a great one, man.
Let's check back in natural. Let's check back in natural gas. Let's see how we're doing. A little bit of volatility.
That's good.
So these are 5-minute bars. So this green bar here is the first bar that we got off of that news, and we saw that spike to 288.85. Then you saw a spike as size 291.4. Market's still kind of oscillating a bit. We'll see. It's still only 8 minutes after that news, but pretty close to in line with expectations. So if you're looking for volatility, you love to see a surprise with the inventory. Not quite what we got. You might just see natural gas bounce around.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming back with our man, Mr. Jack Gleason from Major League Trading. Dow's up 197, Nasdaq's up 65, S&P's up 15. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 209, Nasdaq's up 68, S&P's up 16.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jack Gleason from Major League Trading, as we do each and every Thursday at 40 past the hour. You can check out Jack at MajorLeagueTrading.com. Jack Gleason, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? You know what I want to do this week? So I actually want to review the charts from last week. I didn't get a chance to send you guys over some new ones. My apartment is getting staged right now. Or condo is getting staged so they can sell it so I can move down to Costa Rica.
That's awesome, right?
So I do want to review, actually, because we had one of the levels that I was watching last week in oil retested here to the upside. So I don't know if you can pull up that email. I think it's from
we got them right here. Perfect. So what are we? All right, I'm gonna get it. We're looking at oil first.
Yeah, looking at oil first.
I got it up. Okay, perfect.
Okay. So this is a screenshot I sent you guys last week. But here we are back towards the top of that range at that 71.23 level.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's exactly where we got rejected. And then, basically in the overnight session, we had a consolidation all along that level. We're starting to see that failure out of those highs. Now, this is now the third time, because the chart I have up that I sent you guys last week, we had one test, two tests. This is the third test. So, this continues to be a massive level that we want to watch. Now, that downside support level I have highlighted with that green box, that still exists at 65.78. And just like that 71.23 came into play this week, I'm still looking. I don't know if it's going to be a month from now, 2 weeks from now, but still want to see that 65.78 level trade. And the way we're breaking down out of these highs, I'm thinking maybe this is the third test. I don't, triple tops are always in hindsight, but maybe this is, the third test, the failure of that 71.23.
No, I would say with the way oil moves, man, it could be there in no time.
It's pretty, it would happen. I love, not the triple tops, Jack, but I love any testing done 3 times, because it just releases more information every time. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, man, now you really couldn't handle it. Right. So what are you going to do for me now?
Seriously. And, especially when it makes those pivots on every single time, right?
Totally. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is, the first test are traders who are ready to sell that level. The second test, those traders kind of are getting cautious. But if they sell it again the third time, that's when or buy it again the third time, that's when there's somebody there. That's the level they want.
Yes.
And they're staying there. They're staying there.
They're laying right there, baby.
Right? And people better be paying attention.
No,
totally.
There's no doubt, man. No doubt.
People better be paying attention. We can go to the Nasdaq too, which I believe is another one you guys have.
Perfect. We got it up.
Okay, cool. So basically, that highlighted green bar, green line that's near the bottom end of the screen, it's like 74.31. We had.
Okay, right here. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the thin one, kind of in the middle.
We got you. Pretty much where it was bouncing along. right along that bar, and I'm just getting the dates of those. Is this a daily we're looking at?
That's actually a 4-hour chart.
4 hour, yeah. So for a period of time, just kind of skipping along that 74.31 bar. Okay.
Yep. And then we had a retest of that level on Tuesday. Well, I guess I should say Monday. The market had reopened, and I wasn't at my computer at the time, but I had like 3 alerts hit. And it was like Dow, everything was falling on the back of that news, right? The tariffs or whatever. And I was like, oh man, I pulled up my computer screen. I got long the Nasdaq. I didn't want to hold it. Like, I don't really like holding positions overnight. So I just took a position, took it off for, I don't remember if it got like 8 or 10 points, nothing big in the Nasdaq. But, here we are, once again, ripping off that level. So I do want to just still put it out there. Because we've held that, those targets are remaining the same.
Okay.
And that's going to be 78.22 on the breakout. I still want to see this. You see the 75.99 level here that's also marked on my chart?
Yes.
Okay, that traded here for the first time since I believe we've talked since. Actually, no, it traded last week, got rejected, but here we are. You can see we're having trouble getting through that. Call it 7,600.
Yeah, I know. It's intriguing, man. It seems that the NDX as well as the composite is having a tough time right at this level. Do you know what I mean? It's like as the Dow hits all-time highs.
I've seen some negative action in the Nasdaq when the Dow, has had some strength.
Right.
Yeah, I mean that and the Russell. I mean the way the Dow is, finally got that new all-time high today.
Yes.
Been waiting on it. I mean, I think at least in the futures, I believe it was 26,684. We traded an intraday high of 26,685 in the Nasdaq or in the Dow.
Yes.
But finally, after all this time, we've been in this massive consolidation. I can't remember the last time it's taken us basically 8 months to get through an all-time high in any index.
No, I'm with you, and it's going to be intriguing. It's as I've been saying to a couple callers, you got to watch that today, man, because this thing, it does not that it has to hold, but if it doesn't hold, it's going to be like a heads up because it took so long to get up there.
Yeah. I mean, not to tie it back, we saw Amazon, right, creeped above that $1 trillion mark, 2050 in
10
like
minutes.
30. Yeah, and then it traded off $150, which was remarkable. And maybe you see a little similar action if it can't hold, like you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, what I also found was interesting, I was looking at a higher time frame. We are closer to 30,000 in the Dow than we are to the lows of 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Which is kind of like, wow.
Yeah. Which
Dow
is like,
30,000, baby.
Why not, right?
It's a head scratcher, but a lot of things are a head scratcher right now in terms of just
hey, it's only a number.
pedal to the metal. Right? No, it is. It is.
Don't bet against America, that's for sure.
Not right now. That's for sure, man.
You gotta love it. Hey, so I think I asked you this before, but where are you gonna go in Costa Rica?
Santa Teresa, it's the Punteres Peninsula. It's the southern tip on the Pacific side.
Nice.
So I'm gonna see that ocean roll over and that beautiful sunset house on the beach. I'm going fishing this weekend too. So
you're going fishing where you are, not down Costa Rica.
Yeah, I'm going fishing in a place called Minocqua, Wisconsin, which is there's like kind of real north, about 5-6 hours north into Wisconsin, up towards the Indian reservations.
Okay. You're gonna love that. Listen, when you're in Costa Rica, right? And I've fished not a lot, but enough down there. This is what they do down there. Those little fishermen, like we went out with this little tiny boat, right? And father, son, and they know all the big fishing boats are like right off the coast, right? And they're out there for a week. And what happens is that they go at the back of the fishing boat, and the fishing boats themselves, they throw a whole bunch of their bait off.
Sure.
Oh my God, the fish go crazy.
They're chumming those waters, right?
And you should, Jack, you're gonna go crazy, and you just roll them in.
Perfect.
It's like crazy,
That's cool.
man. Oh, it's. Listen, man, I still have some pictures. I'll send you a couple pictures because it's crazy. It's like, and it's so much fun. Do you know what I mean?
Like 100-foot yacht chumming the waters, and you just pick it up.
No, it's one of those big fishing.
Sure.
And the guy, and like we were in like a 16-foot little skiff, and
yeah, they don't have big boats down there. It's not like Florida.
But it was awesome just to even see it. I didn't even care whether you caught any fish, but of course we did because you couldn't miss them.
Right. You put that rod in the water, it's going game time.
It was like crazy, man.
That's awesome.
You gotta love it. Okay, man. Well, listen. It's all. And when are you leaving?
I got just booked my flight yesterday. I got the Print it out right here. November 6th.
November 6th.
November
Okay.
6th. We'll get it ready, and then we can't wait for the Skype interview live from Costa Rica out on that water.
Yeah.
Cool, guys.
You
Take
have a
care.
great week, a safe week, Jack.
Thank you. Later.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow up 227, Nasdaq's up 63, S&P's up 16. We'll come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow all-time highs, up to 14, 26,620. You get the Nasdaq up 60, S&Ps are up 14.5. Natural gas.
Yeah, getting a little bit of an acceleration to the upside. So we're now trading at 292.20. And again, we're looking at that's almost break even to the upside.
Right.
And really, just to jump in, there's your 11 AMs. Here's your bullish spread. And right now, you'd be able to sell that position out at about $21, costing us $23. So approaching that level, a little bit of acceleration for that half hour.
And that's where another hour makes a difference.
Yeah, the noons will only cost us 25, 27.
There's no doubt.
Pretty decent.
You know, and folks, if you come over to our website on the front page of TFNN, you're going to see, and particularly this is, we're talking Florida right now. Protecting the greyhounds.
Yeah, we got it right under breaking news, and so we have an amendment, Amendment 13, coming up in November, and we're encouraging people to vote yes on that amendment, which would make greyhound racing illegal in the state of Florida.
Right. And you showed me a statistic. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so we got some feedback, of course, when we talked about it last week, and I understand that. You know, it can affect people if you're in the industry. I get it. You know what I mean? But the only feedback we got from people who were personally invested financially in the industry.
Right.
And I understand that, you know. Now, what to understand is that greyhound racing already illegal in 40 states, okay? Yeah. In 4 other states, it's not illegal. There's no active greyhound racing, though. So it only exists in 6 states, Florida being one of them. There's 17 tracks in the entire country, Florida having 11 of them. Yeah. All right, so it can seem normal when you're in Florida. It's not normal across the country, and so hopefully we can catch up.
Well, as I said to you the last time we were talking, to me, you know, as a kid, it was normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
But of course, it's not normal.
No,
because,
society progresses, you know, and the argument is, oh, they're taken care of. Well, that's not the truth, folks. So do some research. Hopefully, vote yes on that 13. Protect those greyhounds. Gotta love them, man. Dogs, the best.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up, and then, of course, we're going on at Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Look at him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.